So it's called The Entire History of Cheats in Rainbow Six Siege. It is by R6 Central. Make sure to go give him a like and a subscription. I will have the link to his video in the description of the YouTube video that I'm going to post for this. So yeah, make sure, if you're on the Twitch though, make sure to go follow R6 Central. He has 14,000 subs right now. Absolutely insane. But here we go. The entire history of cheats in Rainbow Six Siege.
Rainbow Six Siege has been out since 2015, and while it's one of the most tactical shooters out there, it's also had its fair share of problems.
L excuses, right hand on the Bible. God can strike me down if I'm lying.
Yeah.
Jinxie's
too funny.
Been plagued by cheaters, some subtle, some absolutely game-breaking. So today we're going through the history of cheating in Rainbow Six Siege.
But
starting off one of the oldest and most subtle cheats, macroing. This involves using scripts or devices to simulate rapid or perfectly timed button presses. In Siege, players would macro things like recoil control or rapid fire for pistols. It's been around since the early days and is still used today, especially on console through devices like Zim or Strike Pack, but more on those later. Although on PC, it is definitely still easy to access it as well, through Logitech G Hub and other My Software as well. These macros are hard to detect, but definitely gives an unfair edge. Because these cheats are so hard to detect, most people will never get banned for them, giving people a false sense of security that Ubisoft doesn't care about macroing. This has tricked people into thinking that a lot of high-level players macro, and that it's okay to macro because they won't get banned anyways. But just because you don't get caught doing a crime doesn't mean it's not a crime in the first place.
Damn straight. Wall hacks, bro.
We've got wall hack.
Bro, wall hacks is the dumbest cheat in Rainbow Six Siege history, bro. I swear. Everyone, bro, uses wall hacks nowadays, bro. Like, when I'm not streaming, I swear I run into a cheater with wall hacks. Like, at least, I don't know, every couple games, bro. And they flat out admit it, too, most of the time. It's kind of crazy, bro.
Classic cheat. This lets players see enemies' outlines through walls. Soft walls, reinforced walls, hard walls, you name it.
Bro, look at this shit, bro. This is, like, so stupid. But it works, obviously. Like, you could see him through the wall, bro.
The wall, they can see you through it. Extremely common around 2016 to 2019, especially on PC, when BattlEye wasn't as effective. Even now, private cheats still offer wall hacks if you're using a DMA, though they're less common due to better detection, and the most common Siege cheat developer discontinuing their cheats for Siege. Although, if you ask any Siege player at a high level, if they're still around, they'll all tell you the same thing. When did wall hacks ever really leave in the first place?
Wow, bro. Aimbot, bro.
Next
Every game has aimbot.
Now, aimbot comes in strong just after wall hacks. They snap your aim directly to enemies' heads, giving players superhuman accuracy. Around 2017 to 2020, they were everywhere in unranked and even some ranked games. Now, to be fair, they still exist today in paid cheat clients, but like wall hacks, they're risky to use now with detection being more aggressive than it previously was. But make no mistake, of all the cheats I've gone over so far, this was by far the craziest of them all.
Make it look legit.
What the? Bro, I just muted it.
This was by far the craziest of them
Nah,
all.
look at this shit.
Make it look legit.
Something even crazier than that, though, is shooting through hard surfaces with bullets.
The fuck did he just do?
This one's a bit weird, but essentially players could shoot through hard walls or unbreakable surfaces due to glitches or cheats manipulating hitboxes. This was most common around 2018, but still prevalent today. It's mostly patched now, but you'll still occasionally hear players call out suspicious wall bangs, and you'll still get shot through hard surfaces if people are rage cheating.
Oh, nah.
Something that doesn't really happen all that much compared to that, though, is turning semi-automatic weapons to automatic weapons through the use of a macro key, a strike pack, or actual cheat softwares. So if you know what a strike pack is, you know what I'm talking about. But essentially, you can turn semi-automatic weapons into automatic weapons by programming a cheat on your PC or your controller to input the shoot button very, very quickly to essentially make the gun almost automatic instead of just holding down the gun on an automatic weapon. This cheat modified weapons like the DMRs or pistols to fire as fast as possible, basically turning them full auto. This was especially nasty on operators like Dokkaebi or Kali, most popular around 2018 to 2019 like most other cheats were, and usually achieved through macros or external hardware. Something that was achieved mostly with software, however, was this Next hack that allowed you to get complete 100% accuracy when you were hip firing from your shield. If you don't know, without the shield rework back then, if you were shooting your pistol as a shield and you weren't ADS, you would just hip fire your shots and you would get really lucky if you hit a head. Beyond that, it wasn't really a viable way to hit people because the hip fire accuracy was so terrible. Some people used a cheat to get around this, making the hip fire accuracy pretty much completely 100% accurate.
What?
Shield operators had a hip fire accuracy that was just way too perfect. It was technically an exploit.
Bro, the shield meta is so stupid nowadays, but if I got killed by some guy hip firing with a pistol and just hit me in the head first try, I would probably break my setup. I would roundhouse kick my monitor in GTA 5, bro.
Not a cheat, but it gave Monty and Blitz users a laser beam pistol while being shielded. This got patched up pretty quickly, but it was
I get
Are
it
you a
now.
Roblox
Bombaclots.
Microsoft Rewards has a brand new way for you to earn digital gift cards from Roblox.
Just sign up for Microsoft Rewards.
was around 2017 and 2018 when it was around the most, and it was still very game-breaking even though the shields weren't meta. Something that is used even to this day, though, is the most common cheat for console in history, and that is a Zim. Zim, Zim Apex, whatever you want to call
Zim Matrix.
it. Zim adapters in general let console players use a mouse and keyboard while tricking the system into thinking it's a controller. This will give you insane accuracy and reaction time, especially compared to controller players. It allows you to essentially use your whole arm to aim instead of a thumbstick, which is a huge advantage. Now, there is some input lag when you use this device, but it's still way bigger of an advantage than a disadvantage, so everybody's using it. It's been a problem for years, and unfortunately it's still widely used today on console. Another console cheat that is widely used by the community even to this day is a Cronus. Now, like a Zim, a Cronus is a device that lets players run scripts on their controllers, whether it be anti-recoil, rapid fire, etc. It doesn't matter. This was the most popular around 2019, but is still widely used today and super hard to detect on console. This cheat is mainly used for people who want zero recoil like a Zim could give you, but don't want to switch to a keyboard and mouse to use the no recoil scripts.
What did I do? I think 25. 25 is what I did. Let's go ahead and see what the 25 looks like.
No recoil.
Absolute beam, but now it's shooting to the right side of our screen. Again, it's not terrible, but it is shooting to the right side of our screen. So I'm going to go in there again. And this time, if it's shooting to the right side of your screen, you'd want to move it to the left. So just press left on your D-pad, make it a -4. And now most likely it's going to shoot either up or down again. Oh, that is an absolute laser beam.
Wow. Straight.
That is how easy it is to configure your recoil. Again, I can go ahead and make spreadsheets if you guys want.
Strike pack too.
But now that we're on the topic of console cheats, let's talk about the next common console cheat, which isn't as common anymore, but still was pretty common, and that is a strike pack. The strike pack is basically a more accessible Cronus. It attaches to the back of your controller and adds paddles and macros to your controller, which is huge if you didn't want to go spend a bunch of money on an elite controller and get the paddles and giving you macros in the process. It has built-in mods for recoil, for quick scoping, and more. It's cheap, easy to use, and yep, still very much alive. Moving on from just console cheats, though, let's go over something that plagued the console and the PC community.
How was this guy doing? DDoSing, but I hate DDoSers.
A legal cheat in this video and can get you in the most amount of trouble if you use, which is DDoSing. This one is pretty infamous. DDoSing just crashes the game servers, which will essentially end matches and force wins. It hit its peak in 2019 and 2020 on console, especially in ranked. Ubisoft eventually implemented better server protections and matchmaking penalties, but you'll still hear stories of it popping up from time to time.
Oh my god. No, the guy's definitely f***ing with the server.
This shit's so delayed, man.
Yeah, it's really bad.
This is exactly what my Wi-Fi's normally like. Let's go.
It's horrible.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Wait, what? I just shot Pulse in the back with an entire magazine and nothing.
Bullets creating
Something that was
Mavericks?
only in the game for about a month, though, was this next cheat that was so broken Ubisoft had no choice but to act, and that was bullets that would create Maverick holes. Now, there was a bug that you could exploit that would make it to where bullets would act like Maverick's blowtorch, making perfect holes in reinforced walls. Now, a cheat developer actually took inspiration from the bug and made it its own cheat, to where before it was basically an exploit, but when cheaters took advantage of it, they made it a very good cheat. This is pretty heavily used around 2020, and thankfully, like I said earlier, they patched it fairly quickly, so we haven't seen it anytime recently.
Makes us suspicious of them having.
What? Nah, that's stupid, bro. Nah, there's no way though. Flying in the air and
Something else
what?
that we haven't seen anytime recently was this one hack that allowed people to fly into the air and kill everybody. This one was pretty wild. People would essentially use cheats to fly through the air and kill everyone before the round even started.
This old
It was
Outback?
rare, but popped up a few times between 2020 and
Old
2021
Outback, wow.
in hacker-filled lobbies. Super game-breaking and got patched very quickly, but definitely one of the more funny cheats in the game.
What the fuck?
Watch him fly, Monty.
Please teleport behind me.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
He's flying, yo.
Watching his name go up.
Can he even die?
I don't think
Yeah,
so.
I
The
killed
other,
him. I killed
the
him
other
last.
team. Oh yeah, you did, didn't you? The other team couldn't shoot him. Dude,
Oh shit.
he's fucking flying.
Why isn't he teleporting near me?
I don't think he can teleport. I think he just has no clip and he can fly around super fast.
He like vaults. Yeah, I think he can only vault a certain amount of times, or like a certain.
Oh my god, that was so scary.
Oh, he's in the sky.
Now, this
I would get so tight, bro. I would get so tight. Like, there's no way, bro.
type of cheat actually had multiple different modes. Some people would only be able to teleport a few feet up in the air or a few feet forward, whereas other people would straight fly into the air and aimbot you the second you spawned in, leaving you zero chance to be able to fight back.
Spin botting?
Now, just like there are different types of flying hacks in Rainbow Six Siege, there also used to, and still kind of is, a lot of spin botting hacks. Now, spin botting is a classic from other shooters. Spin botting essentially makes the cheater spin rapidly while aimbotting, making them nearly impossible to hit, and also making it nearly impossible for them to miss. Not super common in Siege anymore, but around 2021 to 2022, it showed up occasionally in PC Ranked when Clar was very, very big in Siege. Now, again, that was pretty popular, but let's go over the most rare cheat that was seen in Rainbow Six Siege that I guarantee.
Love games?
God damn it.
With WeMod, you can be invincible, unimaginably wealthy.
I guarantee you watching this video probably forgot ever was in the game. And that was invisible sledgehammer kills. So
What?
essentially, invisible sledge was a thing. Hackers would make him completely invisible and go around insta-killing people with his sledgehammer. This one was very rare and very specific, and it happened actually earlier in the game, but made a resurgence in 2021. It was more of a troll cheat than anything else, and there wasn't that many
What
people
the
who did it, and
hell?
you often got recognized if you were using it because there were maybe like 10 people who were doing it, which is why it's so rare, but still a cheat I wanted to go over nonetheless.
Bulls making giant
Next
holes
up
in
is
soft
actually
walls.
a bug that inspired a cheat developer like earlier ones in this video, and that was bullets making giant holes in soft walls. This was a glitch
Oh, nah.
or cheat, like I said, that made soft walls break way more than they should have with a single bullet. A single mag or bullet would tear open a wall like a C4. This happened mostly in 2021 and got patched, but it showed how broken the destruction system could be when it was exploited. I even have my own TikTok on my page that blew up showing exactly what I mean. But let's move over to more common hacks that you'll see.
Old utility
I talked
wall
about
hacks.
earlier in the video using wall hacks, but there's a very specific type of wall hacks that I want to dissect right now, and that is utility wall hacks. And this isn't just seeing enemies. Utility wall hacks let players see gadgets like traps, like Capcan traps, frost mats, or cameras through walls. This was part of some advanced cheat clients more common in 2022, and usually came with normal wall hacks that allowed you to see players. Very dangerous for high-level play, especially in competitive.
Shooting or knifing
Something
for
else that was
shields.
more dangerous
I
in
remember
high-level
this,
play,
actually.
At least for recently, was the ability to
I remember
shoot and
this.
knife people through their own shields. Whether it be shooting to an enemy shield or being the shield operator and shooting behind your shields. There were moments when you could shoot
I don't remember
or knife
that.
straight through deployable shields, whether you were the one. There were points where you could shoot or knife through deployable shields, which was another hitbox bug, mostly unintentional, but some cheaters made it a consistent thing.
Rush over. Rush over doing like his special. You can't shoot. Yeah, like now. Yeah. Hold up a second. Did you guys see that? Let's run that back. Yeah. So you might be thinking.
I would get tight, bro. I would throw my controller across the room.
Nah, could have been lag. He might not have actually had his shield up. Well, let's take a look at the kill cam. What the fuck?
Hell, I saw his shield still up.
It was up.
Didn't you glitch or something?
Well, there it is, boys. A Montaigne shooting his magnum while still having his shield fully extended.
Oh nah, gang.
Something that did not last nearly as long though is this next cheat where defenders could plant and defuse their own bombs. So
Wait,
yes,
what?
this did actually happen. So essentially what would happen is defenders somehow were able to hack the game into thinking that they were an attacker. And then as an attacker, you would grab the bomb, run to the site, plant the bomb, and then switch your role using the cheat back to a defender and defuse the bomb, essentially winning the round on defense for absolutely free. This was utter chaos. And it was part of some cheat suites in 2022 and 2023. So pretty recently. Very, very, very rare, but hilarious to witness nonetheless. After reports of this absolutely blew up, this was very shortly patched, but if people had this cheat, they usually also had the next cheat.
Attackers planting and spawn.
Attackers could just plant and spawn. Pretty similar idea, but attackers planting the diffuser right in spawn and winning rounds instantly. Most common around mid-2023 and usually done with cheats that manipulated the round start logic or roles like I said earlier with the other cheat. Now,
give it a second. Well, we obviously know he has cheats because he's doing the sliding thing, but he is planting.
That's unbelievable.
The diffuser has gone down. The defenders are just like, what? Like, they are literally all confused. They're just like, what do I do? Where do I go?
Fan wave photos.
I'm going to talk about in this video.
What are this guys? What was this one? Oh shit.
This
where do I go?
Man waves like the chicken. Yeah, bro.
In this video, this next cheat is probably the most harmless and was actually used in the most wholesome way that some people even miss. And that was the ban wave photo cheat. So in a bizarre twist, some hackers hijacked the ban wave notification system to instead of displaying the names of people who were banned, it would display random images that they would choose, like the famous chicken photo that you may or may not have seen blowing up these past few years.
Oh, this guy is the best.
Wait, what's on my screen?
What? Yo, what the fuck?
Oh, this guy is the best.
Wait, what's on my screen? You guys see that on your screen?
Why did I do that?
Guys?
Can't get off.
Dude, chicken, bro! Did I kill him?
Bro,
No, it was a chicken on my screen, bro!
This wasn't really a cheat for gameplay, more of a flex by cheat developers and a way to troll your favorite streamers. Now, because of how unharmful this cheat was and how little people were using it, and really the entertainment value behind it, Ubisoft wasn't fast to fix this cheat. But because people started using the worst images you can think of imaginable on stream and people banned, Ubisoft then quickly made quick work of this cheat, and it hasn't been around since.
It always happens like that, bro. Like, it starts off like cool, and then people like dickheads just decide to like start doing like inappropriate stuff on it, and that's how it gets banned instantly. Speed hacks?
Something that is still around to this day, and even around in other games that's pretty common, is the next cheat on this list, which is speed hacks. Speed hacks have been around forever, but in Siege, they became most noticeable around 2023. Again, players moving at lightning speed across the map, killing everybody before they could react. Definitely something you don't want to go against. This still pops up occasionally in cheat lobbies, especially when combined with spin botting, but it's not something that you'll find all that often.
Unlock all elite
Now
skins.
it's time for the final cheat in today's video, and that is a cheat that you may not have heard of, but is arguably the least unethical cheat in this entire video. And that is the cheat that allows you to unlock all of the elite skins in Rainbow Six Siege. Essentially, you could unlock every elite skin and equip it without paying a single dime. This was part of some premium cheat services in 2023 to 2024, but even if you didn't pay for the cheat, you were still able to do it by just hacking the game's code. It didn't really affect gameplay, but it's still cheating the system technically and was bannable, and was a big offense that a lot of people did back in the day. And that's it for the history of Rainbow Six Siege's cheating issue. While Ubisoft has cracked down over the years, cheating still finds a way, but hopefully cheating will be a thing of the past in the near future. That's it for today's video. Check out this next video, and I hope I'll see you there.
Bro, that was an awesome video.
Great deals on our time.
That was an awesome video, man. Definitely go follow R6 Central on YouTube. He has 14.8 thousand subscribers, making absolutely banger videos. Yeah, make sure to go follow him. But YouTube, if you enjoyed this reaction video, make sure to like and subscribe. R6 Central's YouTube channel will be in my description. Make sure to go give him a follow. Hope you guys all enjoyed. I am going to see you guys in the next video. Peace out, boys.